won't connect it to the projector because it will get disconnected from the network. Okay, it is live now. Uh, So yeah, I'll give an introduction about myself. So I'm Kapil Gurve. I work as a freelance software developer. Mostly, I work mostly in React Native, some backend work with Node.js, MongoDB. Uh, just a short, small disclaimer first. This is not going to be a technical talk about the Gatsby. It will be mostly about how Gatsby brings value to the end user or to the business which use Gatsby. So sorry for disappointing you if you came for the internal details of the Gatsby. Uh, yeah, so I'll start with that. Okay, so how many of you have personal websites? There is no need to be ashamed, just raise your hands. How many of you do have it, the website? One, two, okay. So this is 2019. You don't really means need a lot of to like get a basic websites, right? You have like free hosting, free platform that you could auto deliver it for you. So you don't need really lot of. So it will like, get basic website in like 10 minutes for you. So 2000, this is like 2019. We're living in like very advanced type of sort of phase of the modern web. So I think you should consider, and I'll try to like uh, uh, what do you say, like try to convince you guys to have like a personal website using Gatsby. Okay, so this is how my website looks. Sorry, the streaming gets disconnected if I connect it to that network. Yeah, sorry. So my slide don't have really much of content, so it will be mostly my talk. So I hope you guys do see this. So this is how my website link looks on the social media websites. I recently added this feature using it's called Open Graph feature. You can add images to your website and it will display like good preview for your website links. So okay, so first reason, it doesn't really have to be perfect. Okay, so as developers we try to like optimize for performance to like get the best of the best. So it shouldn't have to be like the best of the best. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get a simple website, a small white background or with the black text. Like the presentation that I have, I didn't put in much effort into that because what really matters is the content. That's what I believe in. Yeah, presentation is important, but what we when we try to like optimize, we forget the basics. Like the content is the king always. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be stylish. It doesn't have to be beautiful. Or anybody who is hiring or is looking is not gonna really judge you based on that. If you have something rather than nothing, it's always best. It's always good. Add as little as information you want. Means, okay. So the basic question when yeah. So the basic question that anybody asks is, Kapil, I don't really have a lot of content, or what should I put on my website, right? I don't have a blog. I don't write anything. I don't go to any events. Like I don't have anything content that I should put on. It's okay. You don't have really have to put anything. There are like a lot of people who have like basic websites who I see on a regular basis. Like they mention their name, their profession, their social media handler, and that's it. Like how do you get in touch with them? So that should be like, and that won't take like 10 or more than 10 or 15 minutes. Copy or even steal. So this is going to be a little bit controversial, but I'll say it anyway. So you don't want to work on someone's design. There are a lot of people in the community like me. Like I have my own like my website code is on GitHub, so you could just copy or fork my repo. Just change my name, don't put my name and my contact number on your website, and just use my website template. It's fine with me. And there are like just not me. there are a lot of people who would really who wouldn't mind, like they would be really happy that okay, their code or their Gatsby website or their website code gets reused by other people, so they'll be really happy. Use free tools. So how does my Gatsby website total what do you say stack looks like? So Gatsby website code is hosted on GitHub. I use Netlify. Netlify is a platform which offers some free services. So you can tell Netlify, okay, this is my repo. Netlify asks you for it, and it will. So whenever, once you have your website set up, uh, you can trigger a manual build by yourself using Netlify, or you could configure it for your to the git commit. So whenever you push any code to the GitHub, it will detect it and it will create like your normal CI/CD tool. Yeah, it will do that for you, and it's like a free tool, and it's good. It's amazing. uh, yeah, own your content. So when Medium really started, a lot of developers like jumped on the Medium wagon. Everybody was writing on Medium, everybody was commenting, everybody was subscribed to the Medium letters. I was heavily subscribed to the Medium. I used to follow like most design, UI, UX, front end, back end, node related, all of those content. But now we know that I don't know how many of you people know that, but Medium put a like paywall to their content, so it's okay, it's their site, they can do what they want. But initially it wasn't really that case, but now you have to like pay for to view articles, or I think it's 5 or 10. So you have to, if you want to read more than that, you have to pay Medium. So they basically put a like paywall between you and your end users. So you're basically contributing your content to free to the Medium, but Medium gets the benefit from it. So so there is a alternative which is dev to I don't know, yeah, dev.oil. So a lot of the Medium people like jump the ship from Medium to Dev. I didn't really want to do that. I thought like okay, uh, you should own your own content. Like using Gatsby, you can like post all of your blogs and everything on with the markdown format, and you can host it all yourself rather than putting out on Medium. Like right now on Medium, you can't like import all of your stuff. So you'll have people who would hack it, like write what's the parser. Sorry, I don't remember the name. So you could automate it with copy. That was the term. You use Cheerio for that. Again, that's not the point. So Medium doesn't really offer you way to get your own content. So I would rather host my own content by myself rather than trusting anyone else to do it for me, and it's not really that rocket science. Think about that, like your content will be probably still online down the 50 or 100 years down the line. Do you really want someone else to like be in charge of that, like what is going to happen to your content? Probably you won't live or whatever happens. But your content, if you are like with open platforms like GitHub, what I think is GitHub will probably live like Microsoft, like 50 or 100 years down the line. Not sure about the Medium or the dev alternative. So I'll probably want it to succeed. Yeah, defining your digital identity. So try googling your name. What does show up? So I am a freelance developer, so I depend on people. I depend on the content that gets shown up in the search results when people Google my name. So what happens is like all of the like social media giants who have like profiles for users, they are always hacking the Google search algorithm. So what happens is sometimes some platforms results came up which I haven't updated in like a lot 3 or 4 years, 2 years, and the recent updated one I mostly keep LinkedIn updated, but that doesn't get updated. So what I really want is whenever anyone searches for my identity, I want something that shows up as the top as what I really want to show to people. So right now that didn't used to happen first, but now if like Google my name, my website result will come up, the blogs published to my website will come up. So yeah, I get to like own my own identity. What will come up? Better SEO results. Okay. Um, so just 6 months back, I started with my Gatsby website, and I wasn't really sure like what's my I was so the first post that I pushed, second yeah. I pushed on the Gatsby blog. It wasn't really that. So there was this weird React Native bug that I faced, and we spent. Like, I spent personally like 2 3 days. It was a location geolocation based service bug. So you'll have so what happens is when you push your React Native code to the submit it to the Apple Store, by default React Native adds the geolocation service, and that triggers the Apple. You are asking the user's consent for using their location, but you're using their location. So your build gets rejected, and I didn't know that. And to solve this weird like small issue, it took me like 3 4 days. Like how do you solve it? So what I did was like, okay, so I have other people who are working on it, and they are like relatively less junior people than me. So I was actually able to like without coming for any results or whatsoever result, I was able to follow for 3 4 days to solve that issue. Other people won't really have that much of persistence. So what I did was like I just added it's like 10 line post like how do you do it and what's the reason for this, and I just pushed it. I didn't know like I just pushed it for just for the sake of it. uh, 1 or 2 months down the line, I added Google Search Console API into my website, and I didn't know. Like just when I 1 or 2 months later, I thought when I looked at the search results, I was actually really surprised that till now my site has come up like 30 or 40,000 times. That's really a lot when I didn't really expect it. Like uh, most for most people the like what do you say inspiration or aspiration to be like their content gets seen, their content gets shared, it gets spread, but I was really expecting that, and that really like that really inspired, so that sort of moved a lot because I didn't really expect that, and all of that happened I think with Gatsby. So your SEO approach can be like what do you say component type, what do you so in React or for the user interface you can switch it split it into the components, but for the SEO results you don't really have that much of option with GATS in the backend side, sorry, in the server side applications you don't really have that approach for like if you write simple HTML pages you can't really optimize for your SEO strategy, but for using Gatsby you could write components that will detect type of content and define based on your content type it will define your titles and what would really come up in the search result. So that's like a really plus point. Another plus point that I would add is as a developer like we really get into deep into technical. We this is like a so this issue has come up in last few months that React community as in we don't really care about the users. We're shipping like huge amount of bundles, JavaScript bundles, and that works for like Western countries. They have like proper infrastructure, the good internet, but in developing countries like India, we don't really have that much about the bandwidth. So if you go like out of like 4G coverage, about 80 90% of websites won't work. So Gatsby really helps with that. Like how? So with Gatsby, you have like a so Gatsby provides like a built-in. So I don't know about the like exact details about the caching mechanism, but Gatsby by default provides you with a caching mechanism. So whenever your user loads a website for some time, it would take time. It would really take less time than your normal client-side React app, and once your content gets loaded, it will automatically cache all of your content. So second time your user, you could also do that with React or server-side app, but with Gatsby, the caching mechanism comes by default built in. So whenever the next time your user visits your business website, it will load like quickly, really instantly, quick, fast. So I really admired that feature, and it was like very interesting. Yeah. Uh, I don't know much about it into detail because I recently started Gatsby and I started to benefit it. So I won't really go probably say things I don't know about. So I'll probably end my talk here. And thank you for listening. Yeah, if you have like any question, I would be happy to. I don't know much about the like technical internal details of Gatsby, but I pretty much have an idea like how it can add value or how it works.
I have a question. Like WordPress giving the complete editor.
Yeah.
Gatsby is providing the editor, and you can just like edit your content and host it like on Gatsby's hosting site.
Okay, right.
Or it has a separate like it's a utility to help with the
Okay,
deployment.
got it, of course. So Gatsby is like a full-fledged framework sort of. So it doesn't have like a cloud platform where you can like create a site by default. They have a starter. Like
Right.
React has a starter, Gatsby has a starter, which yeah, and you can use that starter, and it will have like basic React component that like just like your React start React app, and that you can use. Then if you and when you so when you have done so when you are done developing, you could like run the build command that will create the static assets, static content for you, and you can push that content like your normal HTML CSS file to anywhere. You can post that, but Netlify like sort of automates all of this, so you just need to give like, okay, this is where my repo host, Netlify will take care of the rest. Like when you have pushed changes to your website, it will fetch the latest changes, run the build command, and deploy with the new asset.
I guess there's something known as Netlify CMS.
Netlify CMS, I think they have. I don't know about that.
Yeah, so it's open source now. I think it is, you can integrate it with Gatsby. Let's say if you have a blog, so you get a UI sort of based interface where you can type in your blog content and all that stuff, and it will generate your
I get.
HTML files, JS files, whatever, and then you simply push those files.
I get. That's good. And so when I said like I don't really want to depend on anything, I won't really depend on the Netlify itself. Like based the basic format for Gatsby is the Markdown format. So you could like preview it in your VS Code. You don't really need Netlify CMS. But I think they have a lot of other features as well, which I don't know about.
The plus point is it's open source.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Yeah.
Actually, I
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
okay. Actually, I visited that Gilby site, and I saw there is a like a, you can create a components, and there is they are using the GraphQL
Yeah.
inside that.
Yeah.
So what exactly GraphQL how they are using? So this concept I don't really clear.
Okay.
So like in the Angular, there is a Heroku is a utility. You can create your own website, and it will help you to deploy, create a deployable package, right? So
Heroku is a SaaS provider.
yeah. So is it a kind of same thing, or it provides you the like a framework completely?
Yeah, it's
And
a
in
basic
between,
frame. It provides you with the Gatsby provides with you basic framework like the React, right? The React itself, it's like a not, I won't call it its library, but it's still a framework, right? So it provides you with a way to create user application, right? The front end web application, and create React app bundles it into it. So Gatsby provides sort of similar feature. That's how Gatsby works.
It would be great if you can just show the same sample.
Yeah, sure. So it's yeah, so it's on GitHub. Sorry, uh, we could do you, you can connect it, we can disconnect the stream. And here you can see the pages, so like in your normal HTML HTML website, you have like pages, right? Index.html, about.html, contactus.html. So it comes up with a basic pages folder or directory. So you could like create a basic React component and put it there. It will create a static page for you from that. One second. Uh, I'll also open this in VS Code. So this is my index, basic index page. Sorry, this is a resume page actually. Okay.
If you want to share that, you'll have to share the desktop.
Okay. Yeah, it's connected to no man's land too.
Shouldn't matter actually.
Yeah.
Here you go.
The whole desktop is not connected, I think.
Casting tab. Cast desktop.
Yeah, it's yeah. So this is my like entry page. So this is your index.html file sort of.
Go like this.
Uh,
It's
what?
apparently it hanged. Not getting refreshed though.
I could just show it on the browser itself.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is it's visible.
Interesting.
Right. So this will only cast the current tab, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So this is my basic pages structure, and this one is the index file. So you can see here there is the common layout where I add like headers and everything that comes from the layout, styling and everything. So there is this hero section. There is this blog post where uh, okay,
It's yeah.
yeah, yeah. So this is how my basic so your index.html that's how it would look in uh, that's it. So that's how it would look in the Gatsby. So there is this hero component where I show my photo and everything. So I or it's still basic HTML, but I still made it into like component approach. So there is this hero component, then there is a blog post component where it will get all the content, blog post content, and it will display as like a material cards in the list format. Uh, and then there is a YouTube list component which will fetch yeah. So there is this YouTube list component which will fetch data from YouTube, and it will display it as like a list of videos into the material cards format. And then there is like contact information. So what I could really do is like take one of these components and show it on any of the pages I want. So for like in the old approach you have to like manually copy each and everything, and so you get like best of the both. You get the React's component approach, but you also get the simplicity of the old goody HTML website where you just send the content, your HTML content from the server, and it will get power. Uh, yeah. So there are three, four sections on my website. There is blog, then there is a details page which I don't use anymore. Okay, there is a portfolio section where I added, and then there is a resume page. So you could see like okay, it's not getting refreshed. So it's like a basic your simple React component, just like that, not anything different. So Gatsby handles all of the other stuff for you. So that's how also your normal React component looks like. So it's a React component. It's nothing like exceptional or different. Yeah.
So one simple question I
Yeah.
have very little yet. So is it useful only for static websites?
Static websites is would be yeah, better choice for Gatsby. So I used to work as a web designer as a freelancer first. So there are like whole lot of businesses. So they have like four five. It's called brochure websites. So they have like brochure sort of information, basic information about the website. Everybody has website, right? Like Jaw software has website. It's like okay, what they do and So it also adds. So that's like I would say like number one contender would be Gatsby, and you could do like a dynamic stuff with Gatsby as well. But as soon as you like your content gets big, it would take like a lot of processing time for right now. That's really also not issue. Like for Netlify right now, it takes me for like 5 minutes to build my website, and I don't know. I only have like 10 or 15 posts and other stuff. But as soon as your content grows, it would take a lot of time to build. But you could also like improve your processing power. So you could like get a bigger server, bigger processor, and that would reduce your time. But yeah, stacking content, yeah, Gatsby is bad. But you could also do the dynamic stuff with Gatsby, so that wouldn't be an issue. Like it would be like your normal React website. You would do some part with static, and you left like so you could render your e-commerce products. Like if you have an e-commerce website, you could like send your product information in the static format. But for your checkout and the buying flow, it could be dynamic. So it depends on you how you want to do it.
So what is the advantage of using static website? Why is it the best?
Yeah, right. So most people, so with React there is an issue. Like most people say that okay, that Google, Bing, all the search engines have optimized for client side libraries, but nobody produces like any real evidence. Like okay, if using client side application works better for SEO, so most people have actually moved to otherwise SSR approach. And Gatsby, how Gatsby works is like it sends your basic content, right? Everything is already passed into like I think it's in I don't know exactly about the internet detail. So I think it's in JavaScript bundles, but it's already in like a pass format. You don't have to like pass it on the client side like we do it on the with the React. So there is like so if you see the performance lags for most client-facing websites, it's mostly the loading the JavaScript bundles, building, parsing. That takes like a lot of time. So you avoid that. Plus, when you have a sort of like a server-defined content, your SEO get better. So it will look good with your SEO. Yeah. And there is a as before provides a default caching mechanism. You could also like do that, but that's the point of using as you don't really need to.
Yeah, of course, server side for SEO optimization is wanted. So we have to do server side rendering.
Yeah, and there is like a lot of hacking around with that. Yeah. Any kind of questions are welcome. Okay. Yeah, let's conclude this. Thank you, everyone.